Ooh, what do we do? There's a next? Oh, right. Credits. Makes sense. That does feel very rappy-uppy, doesn't it? So, standard babbly time over the credits. So it's Assassin's Creed again. Woo! It didn't feel like it was adding anything new over Brotherhood and 2. So obviously you've got the kind of the people. I think part of my frustration with this game is that it felt very much like it felt like we want to get a bit of plot out before we do Assassin's Creed 3, and we want to do more stuff with Ezio, but we don't have a full game. It felt very short. It'd be very interesting to look at how long this has been, how long the Let's Play's been, all the videos put together, and just compare that to other games. Like Brotherhood I got through quite quickly as well. I think it may have been because the sequences were I think roughly the same length between 2 and Brotherhood, but Brotherhood didn't have, I don't think it had as many. Whereas this one, they seemed quite quick. I mean, you look at this one, this session that's been about shy of 2 hours, we got through 3. So that's 40 minutes on average, 40 minutes a sequence. That feels a little lacking. I like the fact, actually, that there is this overarching plot. I know they didn't, in Assassin's Creed it was kind of a bit but they've had this overarching plot in the last 3 games about the end of the world coming, which, looking at the year this game came out, I have a little note of these things. It was 2011, so you're leading up to the 2012, ooh, what's going to happen, because the main calendars end at that point. Whatever. So you're hitting that point, so obviously you're building up, so assumably then Assassin's Creed 3 is going to be very focused on trying to solve this situation. How do we avoid the end of the world? Obviously. Although, I mean, with the fact that you then go into an Assassin's Creed 4, I'm assuming that the Templar Assassin thing kind of goes into overdrive, kind of takes over, or that plot isn't really touched on in the next game. I mean, we'll see, but I hope it's touched on. What else is there to talk about? I mean, Ezio is a great character. It's I rather like what they did with Altair. They gave him a bit more character in this game. So in the first game, he was very much kind of, I'm doing everything because plot, because I'm told to by Al-Mualim. Whereas in this game, he was given a bit more character. He was given a bit more personality. He was given more priorities of his own and doing his own thing, which I think is great. More character, more story, yay. I mean, with the fact that Ezio's put his assassinship down, I wonder who we're gonna. Well, obviously we're gonna be a different character, but part of me's like, I'd kind of like to go. I really like Ezio, but it's gonna be interesting what they do in the next game. I am somewhat scared that it is just gonna be people from the United States are good, people from the UK they're evil. We get enough of that from Hollywood. Thank you very much. But I suspect heavily that's going to be the case, just because who's the primary purchaser, who's the primary Anglophone market, and that is the United States of America. So I think there is going to be that kind of thing, which is really disappointing. I was worried it wasn't going to happen in this game, or I wasn't worried about it, but I was kind of intrigued by what they were going to do with it. And then you have Ahmed. He's actually a Templar as well. Along with Paleologos, Manuel Paleologos. So you have that kind of the Templars are on every side, and so the assassins can't really be on anyone's side. I'd like to see that happen in Assassin's Creed 3, but I don't think there's going to be any Templars who are American. I would be surprised. Oh, Benedict Arnold maybe, but I mean. It's just that's just my thought. I might be completely and utterly wrong, There is always that possibility. I hope I'm wrong. I'm more rambling about Assassin's Creed 3, and I think that's... I mean, what do you do? Okay, so in this game, what did we do? We ran around, we killed people with combat that's not really changed. We bought parts of the city, which we did that in Brotherhood. We did it in 2. I don't think there was really a lot new in this game, or there didn't feel like there was, from a sense of mechanically speaking. But I'm not too focused on the mechanics. I focus on the story. And I think I've commented on it a lot, but Tarek's actions make no sense. You think he would have told someone, and I mean, you'd think that maybe he would have told Achmet, as the person who's the he seems to be the heir apparent, but he doesn't do that. Or if he did, he doesn't mention it, because if he mentions that he did that, then you've got a sneaking suspicion that why didn't he say anything about it? But then of course the Templars have many ears. I mean, the fewer people that know, the fewer people can accidentally tell Templar spies. That's kind of my only real frustration with the story. This is the frustrating thing now, is because I want to now know what happens to Altair. I want to know what happens to Ezio. They're actually interesting characters to me now, and Desmond's still Mr. Boring. He doesn't really have a lot of personality, and that might be because he's kind of the player analog. So the less he does stuff that could be different to what the player wants or would expect, the better. But I don't like that. I want to have a character that has character, sorry, not Ezio. Desmond doesn't really have that. So I don't know. We'll see what character. It'll be interesting to see what character we get in the next one. As I say again, I'm just rambling, and I'm going back over the same points time and again. So I will leave you with the credits, and thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.